The Finance Minister says this year's budget is a first step in renewing and strengthening Singapore's social support system towards a fairer, more sustainable and inclusive society. He adds it's about giving Singaporeans confidence to embrace change and to grow into a stronger nation. Sherlyn Xia tells us more.
Much of what's at the heart of this budget is the desire to level the playing field for the country to recover together. In his speech, Finance Minister Lawrence Wong started by painting the picture of what he called a renewed social compact to overcome the challenges of our time. Whether it's changes from the pandemic, geopolitical tensions, climate change, or issues closer to home like our rapidly aging population, Mr. Wong said robust and inclusive policy responses are needed, especially when skills gaps widen.
More importantly, to overcome these major tests and trials, we must continue to stand united as one. And this is why it is more important than ever to renew and strengthen our social compact and to reaffirm our values and what we stand for as a nation.
Mr. Wong explained that the social compact is made up of 4 key pillars: the individual, the community, businesses and the state, and they all have to work together. But Mr. Wong cautioned that this isn't about establishing a welfare state.
We do not intend to adopt the European model of comprehensive universal welfare and high taxes. But as we tackle the challenges of a changing world, and as our own society ages and faces new stresses, we will have to do more to preserve and strengthen the unity of our people and our social compact.
If we take a look at the past 10 years, social spending has almost doubled from $17 to $31 billion. Mr. Wong said the government will invest further in its people in the coming decade. This will ensure all Singaporeans have access to world-class education and healthcare, affordable housing, good jobs and peaceful retirement.
We want every Singaporean to know and feel that he or she has a stake in our society. We want to uphold that sense of obligation to each other and strengthen the assurance that whatever the challenges we face, we will always have each other's back.
And more help for companies and households is on the cards to help them adjust to rising costs of living. One MP is heartened that low-wage workers in particular are getting the support they need as well.
In terms of low-wage workers, I'm really happy that it's a bit more holistic. Looking at both the progressive wage, which is the minimum wage for many sectors, and plus also the enhancement of the wage fare, which means that in total, the opportunity of earning higher wages is higher, and that really will help our low-wage workers.
He really laid out what's the spending plan going ahead. So a lot of assistance coming through to help companies cope and also to help households in particular adjust to the cost of living concerns, helping the elderly, the disabled and the firms who have to pay higher wages, for instance, for their local workers if they want to employ foreign workers. So that kind of sets the framework of the reason why some of these taxes have to go up. And I think actually if you look at the hikes in terms of the top tier personal income tax and also luxury cars and property tax, it's not going to be the biggest revenue generator per se. I mean, that's the reason why we're still having a deficit this year. But I think generally, it kind of like basically reinforces the whole principle that those who can afford to pay more will pay more.